Hello and welcome back to the Tim Foster YouTube channel. Today you find me in central London. I'm actually in Belgravia. I took a short walk from my flat earlier today and as I was walking around I just saw the most amazing cars parked up on the street, so had to go home and get my camera. Light's not the best, sun is fading, but I thought let's have a quick video just showing you the cars that are parked around on the street, because I don't think there's many places in the world that you find cars like this just parked up. So let's have a look. Okay, so first up we have the brand new Rolls-Royce Ghost, I believe this is. Actually went in one of these last week courtesy of Mr. Alex Calm's beautiful car. Like, we went over a cobbled street and you would not have known. You'd have thought you were going down a normal road. Fantastic car. I love this in this two-tone blue and silver. But the star of the show, at least for now, a Lexus LFA, street parked. You have to love London for having cars like this just parked on the street. Lexus LFA, known for one of the best sounding cars, supercars in the world, and I've heard this one going many a time. Absolutely stunning car in this black and grey wheels, which I'm a big fan of, although becoming more and more a fan of silver wheels with the 3 exhaust pipes at the back. It's just so unique, and they haven't really made another car like this, have they, Lexus? So it's just, you know, standing out on its own so much. Absolutely lovely. Now, walking just 10 meters down the street, we have a Porsche Carrera Gt, again just parked up on the street. This one looks like it originates in Monaco from the number plates, and parked next to a beautiful Land Rover Defender. That is a pretty awesome 2-car garage. Let's go and take a closer look. Center locking caps, absolutely awesome from the kind of race inspired car that the Carrera GT is. Really looking forward to filming Mr. TGE's Carrera GT when we get it out a little bit in summer. I'm sure we'll be making a fantastic Instagram reel with that. Oh, parking ticket. Nobody likes those. And it's got the French toll or Swiss toll thingy-mabobby on that as well, so clearly takes it out and around. Got this car, again, one of the best sounding cars you can buy, and right next to the LFA. I think the rear quarter of this car is just stunning. I love the lines on it. It's so low and long. Absolutely amazing. I keep on saying stunning. I'm probably going to say amazing a lot as well as we're going on, but they just are. Bloody taxi is always interrupting, but yeah, absolutely amazing to see these cars just parked on the streets. Also beautiful houses as well, but that we'll talk about another time. That window is kind of tinted. It's got a blue haze on it, hasn't it? And of course through that window you can see the infamous gear stick inside. Manual car, absolutely amazing. Okay, so moving on then from the Carrera GT, and you know I'm biased towards the Defender. Got to love a new Defender. Although I am, I'm biased again towards the old Defender, but no, I do love a new Defender as well. Maybe controversial opinions slightly for kind of old Defender owners, but anyway, we move on. And we have found, yet again on the same street, this stunning Ferrari. This is a Super America, and now I am not the best with old or older Ferraris. Somebody probably won't call this old, but again, stunning car. And to see it parked next to this lovely building with these beautiful flowers behind. Sorry, I'm having to make sure I don't get run over. It just looks awesome parked next to these buildings. So good for photographs, again making my job very easy. All these lovely residence homes, and yeah, there we go, made by Pininfarina, or designed by Pininfarina should we say. Yeah, lovely. I bet this sounds fantastic as well. Big nostril at the front, Awesome. What do we think? Which one's the favourite so far? LFA, Carrera GT, Defender, or the Super America? Okay, so last one for this road. So we've moved down to a 570 GT. Absolutely fantastic cars. I think very sometimes underrated. The 570 is just amazing to drive as well on UK roads. It's not too powerful, it's not too big. No, really awesome car, and it's one of those cars that you can just get the most out of as well, because it's not too big, not too powerful. I mean, arguably yes, it is too powerful, but due to the size and everything of it and the way the suspension works, this is just an amazing car, and for the price that they are now, it's a great buy. A litter of Rolls-Royce Cullinans, one there and then down there as well. This older Bentley looks like it needs a little bit of love, I think. It looks like a spider has made itself a home here. Parked under these kind of big trees, not very good for the car. But then we have an older Phantom, and then we have another kind of older Bentley as well. So kind of keeping up the older models here, but still, you know, just to have these things just kind of left and, you know, almost forgotten, I guess. It's yeah, not what I would do with a poor car. Also, while we're here, oh, my polarizer is making it go weird, but I'm wearing my new Bugatti watch, which I'll be doing a video on soon. I'm just trying to kind of wear it, test it, see how it is before I do the video, so that will be coming soon. But instead of doing an unboxing, I wanted to do a little bit more of like a testing and real world kind of how it is as well. The Aston Martin Superleggera in a very kind of James Bond black on black spec, red trim on the tyres. Personally, not sure I would do that, but from the looks of the stitching inside, it looks to be following that kind of same look. Can we see in there? Is that possible? It's probably not focusing, but it's got Tagore on the seats as well, so potentially some sort of limited edition, because it has tag here as well. Don't really know if this was, well, it must be a special edition, but yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Didn't even notice that before when I walked past. Must be going blind in my old age. But no, another beautiful looking car. Aston Martin do get it right. Which one of the ones that we've seen so far is your favourite? I'd say for me, I think it has to be the Porsche Carrera GT. But that and the Lexus LFA both make such unique sounds, and they're so rare. Just to see them parked up is absolutely amazing, really. And I really respect the owners for kind of, you know, getting them out and using them. Oh, I am not focused on myself. There we go. But yeah, which one's your favourite so far? We have another kind of street to loop around on the walk that I did today. And before, I actually saw a black on black Ferrari 599 GTO as well, that when I went back to get the camera and went back, it had gone. But maybe we'll see that driving around as well, because that was so cool. And all the cars that we're seeing today are kind of black with grey wheels or black on black, so clearly the spec in question at the moment. Anyway, let's continue. Really cool colour on this Turbo S. It's kind of like a I don't know, a green of some sorts, but it's, I don't know how to describe. Can you see that on the camera? Maybe with my colour grade it's going to make it look a bit weird, but a really unique colour. And I'm big into unique colours at the moment. For my next car, I really want it to be something cool. Like not unique as in bright, you know, yellow or bright green, but you know, these kind of subtle different colours, really a big fan of, and this looks amazing. The stunning new Rolls-Royce Phantom, absolutely enormous car. And actually what's interesting with this car is the number plate. So the number plate is K1, and for those of you that are not from the UK and Sweden, where I used to live particularly, number plates are privately owned, so they're not owned just by the government. So the kind of the more numbers and letters you have, the kind of usually the least expensive they have. So for example, the G-Wagon here, you know, has a longer kind of number plate, and that's got a 19 in the middle, so it's probably bought in 2019, for example, not changed to a private plate. Whereas this one here, with a private number plate of K1, the fewer numbers or letters that you have, generally the more expensive it is. Legally you have to have one letter and one number, so you can't just have, you know, the letter A. So this, you know, being the least, with one letter and one number, you know, this number plate could easily be hundreds of thousands of pounds, so even more than the car itself. I believe the most expensive number plate in the UK is the number plate F1, and I've seen that on a Bugatti Veyron, and I think that sold for over £1 million, so they can get pretty crazy, especially when you get down to the one letter and one number. So if you see any of those, particularly in the UK, you know that it's big bucks. Older Phantom, as we've just seen the new Phantom. Again, looks like it needs a bit of love. And we have G-Wagons galore, it looks like today, over in the back there. It's still focusing on the Audi change, thank you. And that has the number plate H. You can go pretty crazy with your number plates, you can have whatever you like, and it's just whatever means something to you. FF, four-wheel drive, V12, 4 seats, amazing, until the new Ferrari SUV comes out, and this black with silver wheels, Pininfarina badge down there on the side, absolutely lovely. Always loved the FF, great car, over the road. Bentayga, the older model, you know, I'm a big fan of Bentley. And then behind that we have the new Flying Spur W12, super awesome car. I think the Bentley I would buy, maybe controversial opinion. So what would you have? Would you have the Rolls-Royce Dawn, or would you have the Flying Spur? I know slightly different cars, but what would you have out of the two? Let me know. Behind that we have an F8. I'm sorry, this road's a little bit busier than some of the others, but that F8, they are growing on me. I wasn't a big fan at the beginning. I mean, by big fan, of course, they're all nice cars, but yeah, F8's really growing on me, and of course it'll just be stupidly fast. And yeah, I think they look really good. But explaining my reasoning, I've been very lucky to have the opportunity to drive all Bentley models, but the Flying Spur, I think the interior and the craftsmanship on all the like dials and all the like the indicator stalks and everything like that is so much better than some of the other models, and it's just so comfy and quiet. You can get your friends in the back easily. It's still fast when it needs to be, and more importantly, if you spec it right, you can make it look cool. I think the Flying Spur always kind of used to be kind of nodded at the older man's Bentley, but the new one, I disagree. I think it's super cool, and yeah, definitely can suit a person of any age if you're able to afford one. So we're coming up to one of the last streets now. We have another new Phantom. They are absolutely enormous. This one doesn't have tinted windows, so you can see inside slightly. Don't know whether you can on the camera. My polarizer is playing games with me. It's kind of got a browny red interior. I'm not sure the interior I would go for, but it's their choice. Another Dawn, right? It's a Dawn. God, I'm losing my marbles. With a bird has decided to use it as a toilet. Not very nice. And we walk on. So I assume that this is going to be lost, but not least kind of street that we're going to look at, and we have an amazing green with the hand painted pinstripes Cullinan, absolutely lovely, with quite nice kind of light like reddy orangey beige interior with the chrome grille. Absolutely awesome spec. Love that green colour. That would look amazing on my Defender as well, I think. Maybe I'll have to ask them if they'll swap. I wish. And yeah, two older Bentleys. The older kind of style Bentleys seem to be very popular. Well, popular to be left to gather dust by the looks of it. But still nice nonetheless. So that concludes this short video just walking around some of the streets of central London. I hope you enjoyed looking at the cars with me. I think we started on quite the high with those cars, but just to see them parked, you know, just out there for everyone to kind of see and look at, I just think it's absolutely amazing. And of course, if you're lucky, you get to see them driving around the streets as well. So anyway, if you're in London, you never know, just have a walk around the streets and you'll get to see cars that usually you'd only see at car shows or maybe south of France or whatever. But we're very lucky to have these cars kind of on our doorstep, shall we say. But anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic week. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.